Hi everyone, welcome back to JPWHUTV. My name is John, your host as always. I hope you're all doing well. This is the preview of West Ham versus Tottenham Hotspur live at 12:30 on Saturday afternoon, which is going to be on BT, I think, if I remember correctly, in the Premier League, live at the London Stadium. As always, let's do a quick shout out to the channel sponsor that is sponsoring this video, 3retro.com. Please click the link in the description below that will take you directly through to the West Ham section of their website, where you can purchase retro kits from the 60s all the way through to the early 2000s, including this Paolo Di Canio 99 to 2000 strip that I purchased from them many moons back. Great shirt, great player. There's also Admiral and Umbro West Ham colour inspired t-shirts, sweatshirts, track jackets and polo shirts, so go check those out. Any purchases made through the link in the description below, for the next 16 purchases, the commission that the channel would normally get will be going to Isla's Fight. So come on guys, I know you like your retro shirts and I know you want to get some money over to a very good charity. So as always, let's start off with talking about the opposition. Now, it broke very, very late on Tuesday evening that Pochettino was sacked and Jose Mourinho was appointed just a few hours later. I think it's a little bit more different than that. From what I was reading this morning, which is basically Wednesday, what I was reading, that the reports were saying that apparently Levy went to Pochettino and asked him to quit, but he didn't, and so they had to sack him. So basically, Mourinho was already in the frame for the job over the weekend, pretty much. Excuse me. So as a result of Pochettino not quitting, he was sacked, and apparently his compensation deal is going to be around about 19 to 20 million pounds. So he's not going to be going poor for the next few years. That's for damn sure. But Mourinho at Spurs. Now, I know a lot of supporters have been asking for him to come in to replace Pellegrini if and when he does go. Not for me. And I honestly think this is a sidestep for Spurs. I really, really do. I mean, regardless of his history, of all the achievements he's done when he was out, he was out in Real Madrid, what he did at Chelsea twice, what he did at Man U, such as it was. I really can't see him doing any better than what he did at Man U. That's the annoying thing. I mean, it's great from West Ham's point of view, but in terms of him, I really can't see him doing anything better. Now, there's also, of course, there's been a lot of talk in recent weeks, mostly from the fan base more than anything else, of somebody coming in to replace Pellegrini, because obviously the fans aren't, and I include myself in that, we're not happy with how things have been going for over the last 5 or 6 games. More specifically, how things have been going since Fabianski got injured. But with all the speculation surrounding Pellegrini, in my personal opinion, it would be a great statement of intent that if and when Pellegrini goes, if he goes in January, as a few little rumours have been floating out that he's got 3 games to save his career. I doubt that, because we're not looking. Or it happens in this coming summer, or whenever it is, next summer. Sorry, the summer after next, I should say. I think to bring in Mauricio Pochettino into West Ham, I think would be a very, very good statement of intent from the board. He has done superbly well. He's with Southampton. He's done miracles. Let's face it. He's done miracles with Spurs. He's got a new way of approaching things. Yes, okay. He's lost the dressing room. We all saw that from towards the end of last season. And there's a very good chance that Pellegrini's done that at the same point. But I honestly think that appointing someone like Pochettino as the next manager would be a very, very big statement of intent. Not, of course, that appointing Pellegrini 18 months ago wasn't a statement of intent, but he's just better. Pochettino can work with limited funds. Pellegrini can't. I mean, okay, granted, last summer that he was given a massive budget to work with. This summer just gone. Not so much. Rumours coming out that we're going to be spending a bit in January, but again, where is that substantiated? Apparently there's other reports saying we haven't got any money, so we'll have to wait and see what happens in January. But according to transfermarket.co.uk, guys, that's a website I like to refer to quite a fair bit. Mourinho has played West Ham 16 times as a manager, both spells with Chelsea and Man United. He's played them 16 times, he's beaten us 11 times, drawn 3, and we've beaten them twice. not a good record. But at the same point, Pellegrini has a bit of a rivalry with Mourinho when he succeeded him from Real Madrid. Apparently, there's a bit of apparently it's mutual as well, for that matter. And as a result, I really hope that Pellegrini changes his tactics, looks at everything with a fresh pair of eyes, and say, right, even though there's a good chance that Mourinho may not be in charge for the game, because there's rumours coming around that the under-18s manager for, I can't remember his name now, is going to be in charge for Spurs. It's Ryan something, if I remember correctly. But I just really hope that he's going to go in with a completely fresh pair of eyes, change his tactics, because he hasn't changed them yet for the 13th game. This is going to be the 13th game now. So he hasn't changed his tactics. Sorry, for whatever it is. But yeah, and just go out and try and show to Mourinho, and show to us, for that matter, show to us that Pellegrini really wants to go out and win this game, and wants to win other games as well. Now, turning to the normal course of the videos, it is remarkable that since the 3rd of September 1898, we've played Spurs 212 times, won 64 of those games, drawn 52 and lost 96. Our last 6 results are 1-2, drawn 1 and lost 3 against Spurs. So it's pretty even, but it's just with everything at the moment, I can't see us getting a result. I'll come on to that in just a minute. Spurs, and this is why Spurs are winless for their last 12 away games until this weekend. I don't want us to lose to Spurs, just the same like you. Nobody wants us to lose to Spurs. We don't want to lose at all, much less to lose to Spurs. But it's an indication we're going to. They say they haven't won for the last 12 away games. We always break somebody's duck if they haven't won or they haven't scored a goal. They've got a new manager now. Pochettino's out. It's just, there's loads of things that are just showing that not just that, but there's loads of things internally as well. Like our optimism is an absolute all-time low. Sorry, I keep knocking this mic here. Our optimism is at an absolutely small limit, to say the least. Since Fabianski went and he dropped, and Pellegrini has dropped Ogbonna for, apparently some reports are saying that he didn't speak Spanish, and other reports are saying that he felt sorry for Balbuena because he had such a good season last season, and he's only started against Man City this season up until recently. It baffles me, and that's why a lot of us aren't really optimistic about what's going on. Now, Hugo Lloris, the goalkeeper, is out until around about the end of January, beginning of February, according to PremierInjuries.com. They said around about February, by the looks of it. The elbow injury that he picked up at the beginning of the season. Vertonghen was also ruled out with a hamstring surgery, but I read earlier today that he's resumed training. So could he be in the squad? We'll have to wait and see, but he is a minor doubt for this game. And likewise with Eric Lamela, who was 50% chance of playing this weekend due to his thigh injury, but again is a minor doubt for the game. So they could be in the squad. They could absolutely be in the squad. Now, just turning to West Ham. Now, I'm going to have a bit of a rant. I'm sorry, guys, but I really had to say something. Now, as we would have seen over, it's been reported on Claret and Hugh, and I think Hammer's Chat may have picked up on this as well recently, that since the inception of the Premier League, West Ham have lost £65 million, yet we're the 8th highest net spender in the last 5 seasons. I really don't care about this information, and I certainly don't care that the only Chelsea and Coventry have spent more than we have. And where's Coventry? They've lost a lot more than we have since 1993, when the Premier League came into force. It really irritates me. This was put up by Claret and Hugh, so we all know that they are the mouthpiece to a certain degree for David Sullivan, and it really makes me feel like this was leaks, because it's to point the fingers at us. They point the fingers at Pellegrini recently, and they're pointing the fingers at us now, that we need to be bloody grateful of how much money we've been spending in comparison to the other teams. I don't give a crap. I don't care about that. I just want to see good football like everybody else. I mean, where's the investment got us? Seriously, where's the investment got us in the last 5 years? There's no improvement. There's no stability. The players seem to be more concerned with their wages and their bloody haircuts than they do for playing for West Ham. And I can't see that changing anytime soon. I really, really can't. Now, back to normal. Lanzini is recovering from the surgery to his fractured collarbone that he had earlier, the surgery that he had earlier this week. Wilshere, Antonio and Noble are all awaiting late fitness tests for this. Got a funny feeling Antonio is going to be on the bench for this. I've got a weird feeling that we're going to see Wilshere and Noble in the starting 11, which I'll come on to in just a minute. But and also of course that Winston Reid has been playing in the New Zealand side, so he's getting his time. Not bad, you know. Some of their fixtures have been quite close to home, so it's all right. We'll see what happens with the starting 11. But you see, the worrying thing is that if Issa Diop plays this weekend and he gets carded, he faces a 1-match ban as a result of it, because he's almost on the maximum limit of the yellow cards. So, you know, the starting 11 has been very, very difficult for me. And of course, obviously, Roberto has been a very, very hot subject throughout the supporter and fan bases of the last few weeks and almost last couple of months, actually, to be honest with you. But let's go into it. Let's face the inevitable. Let's talk about the starting 11. Now, I've gone for something very, very unusual for West Ham. I've gone for Martin in goal. I can't think of a better game for him to play than today. Now, Saturday, I should say. Now, I know that he was brought in to be just the third goalkeeper, but the point of having a third goalkeeper is bringing him in if your main goalkeeper isn't playing very well or is injured, as the case is at the moment, and also if the backup goalkeeper isn't playing very well or is injured, as Gio mentioned the other day. That's exactly what the plan is. So for me personally, I want to see Martin in goal. I've gone for a 4-4-2 instead. Well, more like a 4-4-1-1, really. Fredericks at right back, Ogbonna and Rice making up the centre-back pairings, with Masuaku taking up the left-back position. I just think Ogbonna and Rice together would really work very, very well. I've got Yarmolenko out on the right, Wilshere and Noble in the midfield, and Snodgrass out on the left. Now, before you say anything, before you put your comments down, for those that aren't looking at the image that's up on the screen at the moment, I've put Anderson behind Allaire. I think that would work fantastically well. Allaire is screaming out for somebody to be supporting him. Now, I know Yarmolenko can do that, but I just personally think that having Anderson behind him would be absolutely ideal. Will it happen? We'll never know. But let's turn to the Pellegrini starting 11 that I think he'll put out, which is basically Roberto in goal. I hope he doesn't, but I've got a funny feeling it is. Fredericks at right back, Ogbonna, Diop and Creswell making up the back four. I can't see Balbuena. I don't want to see Balbuena on this, to be honest with you. He's had poor games. Rice and Noble in the holding midfield. Yarmolenko, Fornals if Wilshere isn't fit enough to start. And Anderson out on the left with Allaire up front. So thank you very much, guys, for watching. If you're new around here, welcome. It's great to see you. If you like what I'm doing and you would like to hear from me again, then by all means, please click the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you get first dibs on when all the new videos go up. Again, over the last 4 weeks, the average viewer is 2/3 not subscribed. 66, just over 66% of you guys that are watching these videos aren't subscribed, so please, hit the subscribe button. It'd be nice to get us up to the 1,230 subscribers by the end of the week. It'd be nice for us to do that. By all means, put your comments as always in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts on the starting 11 that I've chosen, what you think about the fixture itself, and let me know what your starting 11 would be as well. By all means, if you like the video and you feel I deserve it, then by all means, please click the like button. If you don't like the video, and then by all means, please click the dislike button and let me know why you don't like this video, so I can make any changes that will help you guys spread it. And of course, the more likes this video gets, the more YouTube will promote this video. So thank you very much, guys, for your support in that way as well. And also, of course, please share this content with anybody that you feel may want to watch it that isn't aware of the channel yet, and may want to stick around and grow the community even more than you guys are currently doing. So thank you very much for your time. Enjoy the rest of your week, and I will see you Saturday afternoon, evening, for the reaction video. So take care, enjoy yourselves, and I'll see you soon.